Witness my bad movie. Yes, we're here to talk about Like a Boss, another January release. Let's go! What's up? I'm here to talk about Like a Boss, the new Tiffany Haddish movie starring Tiffany Haddish, Rose Byrne, Salma Hayek, Billy Porter, a bunch of other people. It's about these two besties who, since high school, Mia and Mel, they start up their makeup company and they grow up together. You go to college and they do like a Steve Jobs thing where they work out of their garage and then they get their own storefront, but it's makeup instead of Apple computers. We meet them when they're in financial distress and they're $500,000 in debt. And Salma Hayek's character, she owns this big conglomerate in Atlanta, a makeup conglomerate, and she's like, I want to invest and I want half of your business. And so they agree to that, and basically the whole movie is Salma Hayek trying to break up their friendship because she wants majority ownership of the company, which makes sense. I mean, if you're a business person, you want to make as much money as possible. So the plot, it makes sense. The plot is actually airtight in this movie. There's really no problems with the plot, but it's a comedy movie. And where this movie fails is the comedy. There are funny moments. Tiffany Haddish is funny. Rose Byrne's funny. Salma Hayek's funny. They're all funny, but it just doesn't hit right. There's a lot of dull, long stretches where the comedy doesn't work, or sometimes there's not even a joke at all. I know, like, you want to have some drama in your comedy, but at the same time, if you've got Tiffany Haddish, a stand-up comedian, you gotta go balls to the wall comedy. You can't not have her be comedic. And I understand, like, you know, maybe she does want to do some more dramatic roles, but you have to put her in a drama to do that. You can't have her in a comedy trying to do more dramatic stuff. All the acting's fine in this movie. There's nothing wrong with any of the acting. It's just the comedy is not there, and it just doesn't hit. But I will say, it is funny at parts. Salma Hayek's teeth in this movie are unsettling on purpose, and it's creepy, and it's weird. And I couldn't stop just being freaked out by it. Rose Byrne does have good comedic timing with Tiffany Haddish. They seem like they have good chemistry. There's a scene where they're all just start dancing, and Rose Byrne is doing some truly terrible dancing, and it's funny. I will say, it can be funny. It's just not. And another thing, Billy Porter, magnificent. If you've ever seen him do anything ever, he's great. He'll do no wrong. He's basically playing Billy Porter in this movie, and which is all you need from him. I mean, he is the best, and I would recommend the movie just to watch his performance. But I'm not going to recommend it because it's a bad movie. Even though I don't recommend it, I do know that if you enjoy Tiffany Haddish, you will probably, chances are, you will like this movie. I didn't really like it because I didn't think the comedy hit, but I'm not everybody. Someone could think this is the best movie of all time. Someone could think it's the worst movie of all time. You got to remember that art is subjective, and just because I say it's terrible doesn't mean it's terrible. Just because the reviews on Rotten Tomato have it at like 26% doesn't mean it's terrible. It just means the critics think it's terrible. And you know, that's what you gotta remember with these kind of terrible movies, especially like The Grudge. I saw positive Grudge reviews, and I was like, excuse me, did we watch the same movie? That's that. Very quick, I know. I'm gonna get to the rating, don't worry. Hold your horses. If I had to rate it out of a good foundation out of 10, I would probably give it a 4. It's, you know, like I said, kind of funny sometimes, but more often than not, kind of not funny. Kind of like this review. I got myself, that was a self-burn right there. Dragged myself across the street on that one. 4 out of 10. I don't know where I'm going with this. Put Billy Porter in more movies being himself. That's all I got. Bye. Hold your horses.